Brother, eto na ang matinding dream fight ngayong taon. Weljon Mindoro versus Erislandy Lara para sa WBA World Middleweight Belt. Ano nga ba ang naganap sa bakbakang ito para sa WBA Belt? Bakbakang Pilipinas versus Cuba. Umpisahan natin kay Weljon Mindoro na may natural explosive power at ang rason kung bakit mainit ang mata ng halos lahat ng Pilipino. Ito ay dahil sa pambihirang 15 wins nito na lahat ng panalo ay pinatulog ang kalaban sa pamamagitan ng brutal na pamamaraan. Kaya naman in terms of power ay wala itong magiging problema sa lakas at bigat ng kamao. Pero ang mahirap sa usapin ng boxing ngayon ay hindi lang sapat ang power sa laban. Kailangan ay pinaghahandaan ng matindi ng mga boksingerong may mabibigat na suntok ang mga fighter na katulad ni Erislandy Lara. Dahil ang katulad ng ganitong fighter ay isang uri ngayon ng fight tactics na naghahari-harian in terms of sweet science, Kim. Boring, calculated fighter at walang pakialam sa crowd dahil haba ng pasensya at game plan ang baon nito sa loob ng ring. Pero ang tanong ay sa paanong paraan ba tatalunin ng isang power puncher ang ganitong uri ng taktikang ginagamit nila, Shakur, Crawford at Erislandy Lara? Well, unang-una ay sino ba itong si Erislandy Lara na gustong makalaban at dream fight umano ng isang KO artist ng Pilipinas? Si Erislandy Lara ay isang natural middleweight fighter and 2 division title holder. Isang boksingerong sigurista, may matinding equilibrium balance at basic 1-2 power combinations ang galaw ng opensiba. Pero ang matindi dito ay calculated timing with exit ang specialty nito sa loob ng ring. Kung ordinaryong bakbakan agad ang mangyari without complete game plan and quality circle, sino ba ang mananalo? Real talk at direktahang analisiya ang ating ibibigay rito. Dehado ang ating pambato kung lalaban siya ng hindi prepared dahil ang kalaban niya ay isang underrated veteran na matagal nang lumalaban kahit walang matinding hype sa boxing. Pero ang maganda dito, kung hahawakan si Weljon Mindoro ng isang veteran trainer at bigating negosyante, paano ba magiging winnable ang ating pambato? Para sa akin, kung isasama ang veteran legend trainer na katulad ni Nacho Beristain, na coach ni Juan Manuel Dinamita Marquez, kasama na si Memo Heredia, ay paniguradong magiging malaking banta ito sa matandang WBA champion na katulad ni Erislandy Lara. Bakit? Dahil ang tambalang ito na Weljon Mindoro, coach ni Marquez plus Memo Heredia, ay isang complete set package na kayang lumapa ng mga bigating fighter sa boxing ngayon. Samahan mo pa ng isang SEA Games amateur medalist sa likuran nito sa katauhan ni Yumer Felix Marcial. Ayanin mo'y Pacquiao Bubay Fernandez ang galaw nito. International trainer plus Filipino boxing tandem ang magsasama. Ang tanong, ano ba ang posibleng maganap kay Weljon Mindoro sakaling mangyari ang lahat ng ito na makalaban si Erislandy Lara ng bansang Cuba para sa WBA? Tara, at sama-sama nating kumpletuhin ang matinding fight analysis sa middleweight division kung saan nakataya ang WBA belt sa pagitan ni Weljon Mindoro versus Erislandy Lara para sa taong 2026 WBA middleweight belt, the dream fight of the year ng Pilipinas versus Cuba.
Let's get this fight underway. Tonight's bout in the super middleweight division.
So ito mga brother, welcome sa ating commentary podcast. At sa ating pinaka nilulook forward na fight ni Weljon Mindoro, maganap sana ngayong taon yung Lara versus Mindoro. So para ating malaman, ano ba yung Mindoro na pinakamalakas at US debut niya? Ito brother, kasi alam natin no, medyo yung Lara, kung makakalaban niya yan, sanay na po yan sa US. Pero si Weljon Mindoro, paano ba magtanghal sa Amerika? So ito, panoorin natin, saksihan, tapos magbigay tayo ng komento.
Paulie sport you know very, very well, but the toughness he learned in Bare Knuckles, that's what's carrying me tonight. Yeah, he had some success in Bare Knuckles, really successful over there, and did very well. Became a real fan favorite over Bare Knuckles. Mindoro. Uncomfortable, you know, a guy with that many knockouts, you know, maybe might not be expecting the opponent to walk him down. So I can see how Good John is trying to maybe get in his head, but he's better off cutting off the ring on Mindoro. Talk to Good John. They talk about tactics so much as toughness. The idea that Mindoro is a knockout puncher. He hasn't fought a lot of great guys. Hasn't been there in deep water. That's where Good John wants to bring him right now. Mindoro is getting off those big shots. Mindoro's been around for a long time. You see the slickness with the head movement. Mindoro's having trouble getting to him. Good John getting hurt to the body now, getting some big shots. John's got to shoot in between these shots. He's got to take away some of the confidence from Mindoro. I think comfortable throwing hard. You got to throw it in between those hard, big shots. That's what started with the body shots, Jim. I still think he's struggling from that body shot a few moments ago. I agree with you there, Jim. Trying to take a deep breath. He's the former boxing champ from the UK. Return to boxing, putting on those gloves, man. It's a different world. Feels so much better than getting hit with a bare knuckle. And Jimmy said he's only 33. I was surprised to hear that. He's been around for a very long time. You know, look at 2012, 2011, you know, a solid program. Oh, good shot. Nice uppercut. Jimmy, I gotta be honest with you. Man, no doesn't touch you. But once you hit so hard, you can't throw hard. These boxing gloves, people don't realize there's a cast in there. And 8 ounces is light. Yeah, I mean, they're basically mittens.
So yan brother, kaya natin ineri yung fight na yon brother. May natutunan tayo doon, no? Yung kalaban niya rito, sugod ng sugod and medyo analytical din. Pero nasasaktan to ni Weljo Mindoro based sa kanya mga punches na power, no? So importante kay Weljo yung power. So abangan natin round number 2, ito na.
Right of Good John, a little easier. It's allowing him to get a breathing space between the hard punches he's throwing. Start up round number 2. 100% knockout rate for Mindoro. Good John, of course, has been the distance. Won his career 9 times in victory. He's won by decision. 9 of his 13 wins. He's an 18-fight pro. He's showing that experience that he has over Mindoro. He's got the 6 bare knuckle fights as well. So a ton of experience for Good John, and he's trying to use that to take advantage of Mindoro. He's confident in his athletes. Like, shots Mindoro now. It's like, I got a crazy guy in front of me. Also, he's backing the puncher up. A lot of times punchers don't punch the same way when they're on their back foot. Oh, and now when Good John, he's getting confident, doubling up on the left hook. Oh, good uppercut there from Mindoro. Both uppercuts from both of these guys, very, very sharp. You know, Mindoro, you gotta understand, he's got all these knockout wins. He might be the kind of guy who also has been used to hitting guys like this and they go away. And instead, Good John not only hasn't gone away, he's getting in his face. There's a psychological blow here that also starts to wear on you. So Mindoro, you know, this is part of the maturing process as well. You gotta deal with guys like this. Sometimes you're not gonna be able to get rid of them. You're gonna have to deal with them. Let's see if Mindoro is able to deal with Good John, who now is growing into confidence. Greatest quotes I ever heard about boxing: when an intimidator fails to intimidate, it's intimidating. Good John is doing a great job putting tons of pressure, both mental and physical at this point. Slick overhead, upper body move from Good John, man. He's keeping that head moving, not making himself easy target. That's how it's a good idea for Mindoro to go back to that body the way he just did. He started out with a good body back around 1, kind of got away from it. Now, a few seconds ago, kind of went back to it. I think that's probably the best plan of case of attack for Mindoro. You guys talk about it all the time. Nice shot, Mindoro. Down goes Good John. Popping up a little too early. Good John has the 8 count. He should have took his time a little bit. Let's see. Let's see if he holds. He probably should hold it. Such a thing as being too tough for your own good. Good John getting into a firefight. Second knockdown of round number 2. He's going to take his time here, but let's see. I was going to say, punch for punch with a puncher like Mindoro, not a good idea for Good John. Legs aren't under him. Could this be it? Okay. How much time does he have? He's got 30 seconds, 25 seconds. Let's see if he's able to get out of the round. Okay. Couple more clean shots. The referee to the center. We have to hold it. Let's see if he holds. Body shots too. The holding time on Jimmy. The heart of Good John.
So yan brother, tinapos ni Weljo Mindoro ang kanyang kalaban. Kaya tinawag si Weljo na trigger man brother. Na-trigger niya si Weljo, no? Na-challenge niya, inisip ni Weljo baka madali siya sa puntos. Pero brother, nina-out niya. Ang kagandahan brother kay Weljo, may power. Tsaka meron siyang good execution pagka alam niyang alanganin siya. So, ilabas natin brother yung isa pang brutal knockout ni Weljun Mindoro para mas ma-analyze natin yung fight niya kay Lara. Ito na.
This man can hit, and he can knock it out early. Round number 1 underway. Mindoro, the fighter from the Philippines, in the brown trunks. De Abreu from Brazil in the black and white.
Well, De Abreu, he's been in with Diego Pacheco.
Yeah.
Incredible puncher. We went rounds with him. Got stopped in the last round. I called that fight. It's kind of an early stoppage too. So normally he does take punches pretty well, even from big punchers.
He's crafty. He's knows the way around the ring a little bit. He's been in with some good fighters.
Pacheco, he's been with
Alceno. We'll see later tonight.
Yeah, been with Alcine.
Lester Martinez,
exactly. All three are big punchers.
And it's funny, Chris, you and I were talking about this off-air. Mindoro kind of reminds us of Lester Martinez. Stocky, thick, not super versatile. His footwork doesn't really, wow you or anything like that, but hands up, good position, and he's built like a you-know-what house he can hit.
Yeah, a little more explosive in terms of his, start and stop, but he, very, very similar in terms of his style. He puts a lot of pressure on you. He's looking to bang you, beat you up, and we're seeing that here in round number 1.
Something, Paulie, you always point out with fighters like Mindoro is he's kind of open.
maybe this thing can, turn weird for him.
De Abreu has landed a good right hand over the top. He just landed another slapping left hook. He's not having trouble finding Mindoro earlier in round 1.
Yeah, De Abreu had a long amateur career, man. You can look at his record and he's sort of become a bit of a journeyman as a pro, but this kid had overall 120 amateur fights at a good level in Brazil.
Another fight from Ireland, Dylan Moran versus Tyrone McKenna. Our first visit, we were in Belfast, had a fantastic time. December 7th, don't miss it on ProBox TV.
De Abreu landed another really good chopping right hand that Mindoro ran right into. There's a lot of opportunities here for De Abreu to use that length and reach and amateur pedigree, like you said, Champ, to find holes in Mindoro, because there's a lot of them.
Last time out against Tyler Goodjohn, he ate some punches in that fight. He's a tough dude, British guy, pretty basic with his style, but Goodjohn hit him with some good shots.
Yeah, Mindoro, you see, he's so offensive-minded. He's not really worried about what's coming back at him. Kind of runs through the shots.
Which makes him fun, but also makes him very susceptible in some ways.
And vulnerable.
Vulnerable, exactly. Better word, vulnerable.
Getting a little wide with his punches here against the ropes in round number 1.
Oh, good shot there on the inside.
Trying to unload as round number 1 draws to a close.
Mindoro's rough.
Fighter.
So yung brother, natapos yung round number 1, brother. Sa mga hindi nakakakilala, yung kalaban niya rito, isa po yan sa mga KO artist ng Brazil. No? At nga pala brother, shoutout nga pala kita, mag-comment ka lang dyan. Isa lang natin, round number 2. Gaano katindi yung gagawin dito ni Weljun Mindoro? Eto.
Good, well-timed overhand right over the top of the jab there, but he missed it himself because he was a little bit wide on it.
He leads with his face. Yeah, his face gets there before his hands do sometimes. And there's a lot of opportunities for De Abreu to take advantage of that from fighting at a distance.
Smith alongside Chris Algieri, Paulie Malignaggi, as Mindoro is going wild with some power shots.
Yeah, but he's smothering a lot of his work here. And honestly, De Abreu is going backwards. He should go forward into Mindoro and smother him and sort of bump him.
And even though, that didn't look great for De Abreu, he did not get hit much.
No, he didn't get hit much, but going backwards, you can you got to stop the momentum, I feel like, when you can bump him off a little bit.
Also, loopy shots going backwards, you can hit the apex of the punch, more damage.
One of the difficulties in combat sports, especially in boxing, Paulie, people get addicted to power. There's nothing more addictive than knocking a guy out, and people who have that God-given power tend to over-rely on it. Is that the problem with Mindoro?
Well, yeah,
when he does.
A little bit. We just finished the Manny Pacquiao generation for Filipinos, so that was a very explosive fighter, a guy who sort of flew in. Sometimes, speaking of head clashes, and guys were flying with their head. Sometimes it was Pacquiao who was actually, victim of some head clashes in some fights, or he may have caused them, or he may have run into them himself, or whatnot. But that's the thing with Mindoro. I think Mindoro also flies in looking for the power. A lot of fighters in the Philippines right now. Once you have a great fighter, just finished his era. Copying. Chris, look out there by Mindoro.
Chris, you know something about that, right? You heard of that guy?
Yeah, Manny Pacquiao, two-fisted destroyer, comes at you at a million miles an hour. You can't find a single Filipino fighter who doesn't want to be like Manny Pacquiao. So yes, I agree, Jay. We see a lot of guys mimicking that style, but there's only one Manny Pacquiao.
Yeah, but when they try to copy him, it's still exciting.
Yeah. I'm certainly excited.
Wading into a lot of punches here. Abreu. Yeah.
Mindoro's not subtle either. Just gets that.
No, he's not.
Big breath in, takes a walk.
Like, maybe I'm attacking too much. Let me take a step back. And there he goes again, right back on the attack.
Footwork, man. He's always, like you said, he's always over his feet, Jimmy. Yep. Getting over those skis quite a bit. Good right hand throws De Abreu back into the ropes.
Oh, nice combination from Abreu.
Hey, Mindoro got mad. He shook his head. Yeah.
Looks like De Abreu found a little home for that. He's doing a double left hand where it goes left uppercut, lead uppercut, left hook off that lead hand.
Ooh, for some reason I hear Teddy Atlas saying, close your eyes and hit the guy.
Oh, big shot.
Big right hand, and down goes De Abreu. 20 seconds left to go in the round.
De Abreu's smart about taking these. It's not the first time I've seen him. When he gets hit, he gets hurt. He knows how to sort of.
And then he speaks to the ref immediately. Very, very smart.
Oh, couple extra seconds. Mindoro trying to swarm another knockdown.
You gotta watch out for those hits while he's down.
And he's speaking to the referee again. He's letting him know he's okay. He's gonna get out of the round. The round's almost over.
Looks to be saved by.
So yan brother, round number 2, nagulantang ang buong Amerika sa ginawa ni Weljon Mindoro. Nagpakilala siya kung anong uri ng fighter siya, lumaban. So yan brother, ito yung replay. Bang! Tinamaan ng solid doon yung kanyang kalaban. At isa yan sa mga posibleng maging weapon ni Weljon Mindoro pag hinarap na niya, brother, yung technical sweet science puncher na si Lara. So round number 3, isa lang natin paano ba magtanghal o tumapos ng fight si Weljon Mindoro. Ito na.
He's got the experience, and let him know you got your experience. See if he falls back on that experience here in this round.
It's hard to do when you got a guy like Mindoro flying at you with 2 fists and a headbutt.
And we're going to step in and use power again. Is Mindoro trying to make it 13 knockouts and 13 wins.
Oh, big shot there on the inside.
Right hand! This is over!
So yan brother, bumulagta yung kanyang kalaban sa Amerika. At isa yan sa mga naging bentahin ni Weljon Mindoro ngayon. No? KO artist ng Pilipinas, 16 wins, 0 loss, and 16 by way of knockout. Ang problema ko lang dyan kay Weljon, meron siyang unfinished business doon kay Inoue ng Japan. Ibang Inoue to yung nasa higher division. So medyo delikado siya doon sa puntos ng mga naganap na yon, no? Medyo close decision yon. Draw pa lang naganap doon. So isa sa mga strategy ni Weljon Mindoro ngayon kumbaga patagalin yung fight, no? Yung nakikita ko pag kinalaban niya si Lara, patagalin niya yung fight, pagurin niya. And then brother, sa mga later rounds, doon niya i-execute yung mga power punches. Kasi mahihirapan na si Lara, may edad na 40 plus. Pero hawak nun yung WBA belt. Yun ang napaka-importante, no? So kung umabot ka sa video na to, mag-comment ka at maraming salamat sa iyo. Lagi ka mag-ingat.